Hey there, it's me again, Calamity, also known as Jane. I have a really cool idea for all of you scrapbookers. I know most of my customers are scrapbookers, and they want to know, well, how can Stampin' Up! Help me scrapbook? Well, I'm going to show you. And we're going to do a paper pumpkin alternative. This is my April kit. I've been playing with this all day because I'm really having fun with this kit. The refills are available right now. They're $8 for the refill kits. You might want to snatch them up because they're probably going to sell out pretty quick. It's $8. Normally they're $7, but this is a bigger kit, so you're getting more stuff. Really good deal for $8. So if you have your April paper pumpkin kit, that's great. If not, you can do the same project just with whatever stamps and things that you have at home. And I have a couple of retired Stampin' Up! Nautical sets, and these would be perfect for this kit as well. But Paper Pumpkin made it really quick and easy, so I'm going to show you real fast how to do a quick, easy project with April Paper Pumpkin. So this is an alternative. What you're going to need is you're going to need your April Paper Pumpkin kit, and this is the Kraft 6x8 album. It's only $10. I have not decorated the front yet, but you totally can. I'm going to. I just haven't gotten there. I'm going to have some really nice layout on the front. This is the project we're going to be doing. I'm not going to stamp it all out for you because I want this to be faster, and my videos are never as fast as I want them to be. Notice these inserts here. These come in a pack of 12 for $6, and they are 6x8. They fit in this Kraft album. Notice there are 3 sections. There are also some that have 4 and some that have 2, so they're different sizes. We're going to look at this one. So what you're going to need is the white Kraft pad, your pumpkin pie ink pad, your pumpkin pie marker, Stampin' Right marker, a tape runner, the Island Indigo that came in the kit, the rope that came in the kit, your Stampin' Dimensionals that came in the kit, I think I said your stamp set, and
everything that came in the kit.
Everything that came in the kit. This is the spritzer. 2 come in a pack. These are awesome. I love these. There's only $3 for 2 of them. So I filled this one with Marina Mist Re-Inker and a little bit of Night of Navy to make it a little darker, and some alcohol, and I shook it up. The alcohol makes it dry faster. You're also going to need some of the punches and things. So for one card, you're going to need a piece of Whisper White. This one is 4x3 inches. You'll need the orange anchor and this tag. For the next one, you're going to need a piece of Marina Mist paper, which is 4x3, and this tag, and the
floaty, whatever that is.
The lifesaver.
Lifesaver, yeah.
For this one, this is a little bit bigger. So the Night of Navy is the 6x4. So a 6x4 piece of Night of Navy. You're going to need this tag, the lighthouse, this little round tag, and a little shiny heart that comes in a punch out in the kit as well. Okay, so that's what you're going to need. You'll need a block as well. So let's look at these individually. I'm going to move these off. Try to go a little quicker this time. Let's look at the top one. So let's move these aside. We're going to look at this blue top one, and I'm just going to tell you what elements that I used. Let's pull this out. These kits are great because, you know, if you don't have a lot of time to scrapbook, this album makes it so much faster. And if you do this with the kit, this did not take me long at all because it was all coordinated for me. So what I did, move these off, I took my white Kraft ink and I took the little heart stamp that comes in the kit. There's the heart. And I just randomly stamped the background in white because white shows up really well on the darker papers. And then I journaled, it says on the Southern Belle, because this is where my hubby and I were when we took this photo. This page theme is for our 15th anniversary, which was on the Southern Belle riverboat. And I journaled the date on here. So all I did was I adhered this onto here with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I also had stamped in Island Indigo the hearts right there. And then this heart you can see under this rope is the little punch-out one. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. Flipped upside down. So this little punch-out heart I put on there as well. You might be able to see some sparkly in the background. You don't have to do this, but I love this Wink of Stella brush. It's a glitter marker, and it just puts a clear layer of light glitter on, so I kind of embellished it with that. You don't have to do it. I love the glitter. So I stamped that, put this on there. I wrapped it with some rope, and I used the Stampin' Dimensionals to pop it off. You can see it's kind of popped off the tag. And then I adhered the tag as well with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I used my tape runner, my snail adhesive, to glue the picture on. And then I popped the tag off here. I put a little bit of rope on that as well. Super easy, super fast. And that can go in the top there. And the next one I'm going to show you. And see, even with the dimensionals, it's nice because these pockets, well, pull it over toward me. Even with the dimensionals, they fit in the pockets, so you can pop stuff off of your scrapbook pages like that. I mean, you can do this on a 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 scrapbook as well, but I love this because it's so much faster and easier. We're going to put these aside since I showed you that one. Like I said, I'm not demoing the whole thing, I'm just kind of showing you what I did real fast. We'll do this white one next. So if you ever feel a little bit limited by the amount of scrapbook paper that you have, just know that you can make your own scrapbook paper using your rubber stamps. And that's what I did here. This paper behind here, I completely made this with my stamp set, a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to show you this technique just really quick. So when you make your own scrapbook paper, you know, you can kind of do repeating patterns. I'm going to use the anchor. I'm going to ink it up with my Stampin' Spot. And so I'm going to go, notice I'm going off the page a little bit. You can stamp it down and go off the page. And the next one I do, like I did here, I did upside down. So, and because if you're layering them, so you can get a repeating pattern going here. That's what I did here. I did a repeating pattern. I also used the small anchors along here. It's kind of hidden by the tag. And then I used my orange ink pad, my classic orange ink pad, to stamp some orange, and that gave it some pop, some effect. Now you'll notice the edges. It's one of my favorite things. I always do this because I love how it looks. I run the edge of my paper along my ink pad. You see? It's going to give it some depth and some texture there.
You see got that? A little too forward there.
But that's okay, because see, sometimes that adds more element to it. So it's okay. Don't feel like you messed up if you do that, because sometimes I actually prefer it that way. See, if it gets off.
Looks cool.
Looks really cool. I love that. You can also, if you prefer, use your Stampin' Sponges and sponge the outside edge if you'd like. I did not do that here. But you see, it adds more, and it makes it look like this paper was meant to be that way. I also used, I just noticed I forgot my sparklies on my anchor. I used the Wink of Stella on the anchor, and I think I did, yeah, I did around this as well. So this tag I journaled on. I told what was going on in my scrapbook page, so that 20 years from now I'll... Okay, so I had a phone call that interrupted my video. So what I was saying was 20 years from now I'll be able to look back at this and know what this scrapbook page was all about. So really the only elements of this one were the background that I made with the stamps, the journaling, and then the little sparkly anchor with the rope on it. And I didn't use Stampin' Dimensionals, I just adhered all this down with my snail adhesive. That didn't take long at all. So we're going to slide this back in. And then the last page we're going to look at to complete our little trilogy or triad or trinity or whatever you want to call it. This one's a little bit tighter because I cut it a little bit big. This one, I took a photograph and I cut it in a circle using the Sizzix circle dies. But you can use scissors if you don't have a Sizzix, no problem. And I adhered it onto this round tag, so I just made sure it fit. And that probably took the longest of anything I did here. I took the Lifesaver and I used the rope on it, and I just kind of wrapped it around and I put it behind. I used dimensionals on this one. Using Adventure Awaits stamp from the kit and my pumpkin pie, I stamped this on here, and I adhered it onto the picture and then used one Stampin' Dimensional behind it to pop it at the same level that this is at. But before I adhered all that, I just remembered, I created a background with this as well. So I used the stamps and I randomly stamped the pattern so you can kind of go off. And I just used the Island Indigo that came in the kit. But you'll notice there's a bit of like texture to the page. See the difference here? From that to that?
I was about to point that out. It looks like this is more textured than that one.
I'll show you what to do to make that. It's super simple. I'm going to just take this since it's already sprayed on and move everything aside. I took my spritzer. Again, I filled this with Marina Mist and a few drops of Night of Navy to make it a little bit darker. And some alcohol. You can use water too, but alcohol dries faster. So this is the spritzer. These are $3 for two. You can't beat $1.50 for this. And so I'm just going to go backwards and spritz. And you see how it kind of creates some texture there? You can go as light or dark as you want with that. You can, you know, really get close and get it dark or however you want to do it. So that's the spritzer.
That looks like my soul.
You see how it's already drying? That's because the alcohol in it makes it dry faster.
I can smell the alcohol.
Yeah, it smells a little bit. So that was the background, and I showed you these elements here. And so when you put this all together in your little trinity here, it really makes a nice complete little scrapbook page made of 3 different elements. And so again, these are $10. You can also use these books. So I've done different things. You know, you can go back and put things in the back as well. These are the Memories and More kits. They are only $10. You get 72 double-sided papers that color coordinate, and they also coordinate to Stampin' Up's color lines. And so you can do that, the same thing with this. You can, you know, use your small photographs. Wallet size are great, or you can print them out and cut them down. You can do journaling on these. Some of them actually have spaces for journaling. Let's see, like back here, they actually have given you room. Now this particular one was a celebration kit, but there are plenty on page 190 of your catalog. There are plenty of these, and they're only $10. That's a lot. 72 of these is a lot. So that's going to last you a while. You can use these in your scrapbooking. You can make cards with these. You can make gifts, use them on whatever. So one of the things I love too is it's real sturdy. They're not like the flimsy, cheap scrapbook paper that you're going to get at the craft store. This is good cardstock. It's very good and it's sturdy. It's going to hold up. You can actually use these as backgrounds in your scrapbooking. So that's those. So again, if you're looking for this, page 190, 191, all the way through 193. Those are the pages in your catalog. You can get the catalog online if you don't have one. It's a free download. It's a PDF. So this is another way I've used this to scrapbook. And again, these are very fast. I used some stamps and colored them in very quick. But anyway, this is a paper pumpkin alternative for April. And I hope you enjoyed that. So get out there, get scrapbooking, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.